Hey everybody, and welcome to week 4 of our class here at Purdue Global University on the economics of environmental management. And we are moving right along in our class, and so this is another interesting week as we examine more topics on the issue of the economics of environmental management. This week is kind of like last week, guys. We have a discussion board. We have our seminar, which will be tonight on Wednesday at 9 p.m. We will also have, there is no assignment this week, but we will have our weekly quiz, and so we'll cover the quiz at the end of the seminar as well also. So pretty well basic week, guys, in terms of the discussion board. So please make sure you're posting on 3 separate days, as you do lose points if you are a day or two short. So please be sure that you are posting on those separate days to make sure you maximize all of your points that are out there. Topics this week is very interesting, guys. We are looking at, again, measuring costs and risk. We're looking at the way to measure risk. In other words, the issue with risk is going to be is how do you measure it? What's short-term versus long-term risks? Are those things that government, business, and other stakeholders need to take into account when they formulate environmental policy or they formulate their own internal environmental policy, like if you're a company or corporation? What kind of costs are you going to put forth to do environmental management and those kind of things in your production processes in terms of pollution controls, in terms of adhering to state and federal requirements for environmental controls in terms of air emissions, maybe disposal of toxic waste, those kind of things. So there's a lot of costs when it comes to doing business and complying with environmental management. So what we have to look at here is businesses and government itself have to examine the cost of damages. We have to understand that if we don't be proactive, what could happen if something goes wrong? What would be the cost of cleanup? What would be the cost of litigation? Because people may sue you. People in the local community may be impacted negatively by it. You might have long-term health effects. We're going to have to pay for ongoing medical examinations and everything. You could have death. I mean, even in this evaluation, we have to determine what is the cost of human life. How much are we willing to pay for a loss of life if something goes wrong? We do a lot of different studies on this. We have longevity studies of whether or not to replace parts and update factories and processes this year. Or maybe can we put it off for another year or 2 years or 3 years or 5 years? Because if you keep putting it off, the amount of risk raises because the parts and the processes are getting older, and there's always a higher risk of breakdown. And then number two, that the higher likelihood if something goes bad, it could be worse because you've put it off, and if the parts become even more worn out and those kind of things, the damage could be catastrophic. So we have to examine those kind of things as well also when we're doing this. So we're back to our cost-benefit analysis. What are the benefits of upgrading to avoid risk? And if we don't upgrade, what are going to be the costs of anything negative that's going to happen? So it's a very interesting topic this week, guys, and it's a very interesting discussion board topic as well, too. So I'm looking forward to everybody's postings on it and looking forward to our discussion tonight on the topic. So it should be very interesting and a good week again, guys. So remember, office hours are on Tuesdays and Sundays from 10 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time over in the instructor virtual office located on the left-hand side of the class. You can come see me in office hours. If you can't make it, guys, remember you can email me at any time and I'll respond to you guys within 24 hours. So another interesting week, guys. No assignment this week, so we're just doing discussion board and seminar. So hope to see everybody in class tonight. And with that, guys, have a great week.